Hello everyone and welcome back to another deck idea brought to you by Double Sleeved, and today we're going to be covering the blue Sun Goku deck. As always, we've got the deck in front of you for those that are just looking for the list, but if you're after a bit more of an in-depth discussion about each card, some of the new cards coming out, some older cards as well and things like that, sit tight as we go through all the effects. Starting off, we've got the leader, Sun Goku, 10,000 power. We've got an activate battle. If this card is in battle and you choose one Saiyan card in your hand and discard it, draw one card and then add up to one card from your life to your hand and negate this skill for the battle. So we're able to do this on our opponent's turn as long as we discard that Saiyan. Awakened, when your life is at 2 or less and you place 5 Saiyan cards under this card, from your drop area, you may draw 3 cards and switch up to one of your energy to active mode and flip this card over. Reminding me of some of the Awakened Surge leaders there with the amount of cards and energy you get to manipulate. But we're going to be doing the activate battle on both players' turns to get that 5 into the drop area and hopefully awaken early rather than at 2 life. On the Awakened side, Super Saiyan God Son Goku Crimson Warrior, we've got 15k. Auto, when this card attacks, draw one card and then switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. Very similar to Soul Striker that we've seen in the past, although we're only untapping one as opposed to untapping two. We've also got the activate battle once per turn. Place X cards from under this card in their owner's drop area. This card gets plus 2,000 power for the battle for each card placed in the drop area using this skill. Additionally, if you place 3 or more cards in drop areas using this skill, draw one card, then switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. So quite a nifty effect. We're going to have the 5 Saiyans underneath our leader, so we can get that maximum of 10k. We're going to untap one for our leader's attack and then potentially untap and draw another. So we're going to draw and untap for our leader's attack and potentially draw and untap another if we're getting rid of 3 or more cards. The cards in this deck do have some effects when they're removed from underneath our leader, so we will cover that as well. But moving into the deck, starting off with Super Saiyan God Son Goku Miraculous Transformation. Heaps of keyword skills on this one: deflect, unique, triple strike, and barrier. So it's going to hit the field and it's going to be difficult to remove as well. It's a 20k. It's a 6 cost, 3 specified blue. Counter attack, negate the attack and play this card in rest mode. And it's got a permanent: during your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each card in your opponent's energy. So the longer the game goes on, the cheaper this card comes until it's 3. It doesn't get any cheaper than that, but a 3 cost deflect, barrier, negate that also has another permanent. If your lead card is mono blue and this card is in rest mode, your opponent's battle cards can't attack leader cards. So going to be difficult to remove, and your opponent's going to have to find a way to get rid of this if they want to start attacking with battle cards. Next, we've got Realm of the Gods Beerus Destroys, the extra card SPR/rare coming out in the next set. 1 cost, activate battle. If your leader card and all your energy is blue, choose one of your cards and it gets plus 10,000 power for the battle, and then choose one. If it's your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater than their current energy and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Really good that we're not sending it back to hand. We're going to bottom deck it. If it's your opponent's turn, draw one, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. So good at getting rid of some cheeky 1 or 2 drops. Vegeta Harnessed Power. It's a 2-drop, 1 specified blue, 15k. When this card is used in a combo, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's combo area and return it to the owner's hand. So quite a cheeky effect there as well. If our opponent's super combos and things like that, we're able to bounce that back to hand. Obviously, they're going to be able to use it again, but if it keeps a battle card alive, if it keeps some crucial damage being put on our leader, if it's the last attack our opponent has for the turn, things like that, then it can come quite handy. If your Super Saiyan God Son Goku Crimson Warrior is in battle, so if our leader is in battle and there are no cards in your combo area, when your leader card's skill places this card in a drop area from under your leader card, use this card in a combo from your drop area. So going back to that activate battle effect on our awakened side, where we take X amount of cards from underneath our leader and put them in the drop and get some effects from there, we're also able to move this card into our combo area and get that plus 5,000 power on top of the added power bonus already. Videl, Harness Power, a 1-drop counterattack, burst 1, negate the attack and play this card. Permanent, this card gains Saiyan in all areas to kind of reflect the child that Videl's carrying at this point. If your leader is in battle, no other cards in the combo area. When this card is placed in the drop area by a leader's skill, use this card in a combo from the drop area. So again, another effect similar to the Vegeta. If we pitch both of these cards with the effect, then they're going to be able to be comboed with as well. So we're going to be going in for one big attack on our leader. Son Goten, Harnessed Power, counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. It's a 10k 2-drop. Auto burst 2. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater than their current energy and return it to the owner's hand. And then the same effect of being able to combo with this card if it's pitched by a leader skill. Son Gohan, Harness Power, 15k auto 1 blue. If your leader card is blue, at the end of a battle in which this card was used in a combo from your hand or drop area, play this card from your drop area in rest mode. And again, the same auto there as well when it gets pitched by a leader. So when it gets comboed from hand or drop area, we're able to pay 1 and play this card in rest mode and get that 15k onto the field. Son Goku, Harness Power. This one's a 3-drop, 2 specified blue, 14k. At the end of a battle in which this card was used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area in rest mode. It's a 1-cost 10k combo. And then we've got the activate main once per turn for 3 blue energy. Place 1 Son Gohan, Adolescence, Son Goten, Vegeta, Trunks Youth, and Videl card under this card from your drop area. Choose up to 1 Super Saiyan God Son Goku Miraculous Transformation or Super Saiyan God Son Goku Legendary Spirit in your hand and play it on top of this card in active mode. We are playing the Miraculous Transformation. We're not playing the Legendary Spirit, which was the pre-release promo, I believe, from last set or perhaps the one before that. I didn't think that it really found its place in this deck, but the option's there if you do want to run that card. Super Saiyan Trunks, the Interceptor, a 1-cost, 1 specified blue, 4k. Auto, add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gets plus 11,000 power for the turn. At the end of the turn, switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. So getting that 15k attack and being able to untap 1. The Unison, I've got a couple of copies of Raditz Giant Force. It's a 19k blocker, and once per turn, auto, when this card attacks, when it activates its blocker, switch this card to active mode. We've also got a +0 activate main. We're able to draw 1 card, and then at the end of the turn, switch this card to active mode. So pretty cool that we can attack, you +0, draw 1, and then it restands at the end of the turn to get that double block. That double block can come in handy to protect things like our Miraculous Transformation, which we want to keep on the field. So if our opponent's attacking with, a big, strong Unison or battle card, we're able to redirect it to our Raditz instead and have our opponent's 15k leader and 15k Unison or whatever it may be forced to attack our Miraculous Transformation. We've also got a -2 activate main. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, return it to its owner's hand. Then at the end of the turn, switch up to one of your blue energy to active mode. It's there when we need it. Moving on to the best blue Unison, we've got Majin Buu Assault of the Agents of Destruction, a 4-cost for specified blue. Double Strike blocker. We've got the +0 activate main, draw 1. At the start of your opponent's next main phase, switch this card to active mode, and if your leader is blue, switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode. Incredible effect, but also we've got the -1 auto. When your opponent attacks with a battle card, you may choose one of their battle cards and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Again, really great that we're not sending it back to hand. We've got just the bottom deck effect, and really strong as well. Similar to the Raditz, we're able to redirect attacks to this Unison, prevent our Miraculous Transformation from getting attacked and keep it on the field for as long as possible. And then we've got a super combo for the deck, Vegeta, Disciplined Warrior. Pretty standard from Vermilion Bloodline that we've seen. When your life's a 4 or less, all your energy is blue. When it's used in a combo, it gets plus 10,000 combo power, and you may choose 1 card, bottom deck it, and draw 2. Pretty stock standard. Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Heroic Prospect. Counter attack, negate the attack, then play this card. During your opponent's turn, if you have a blue Unison in play, it reduces the energy cost in your hand by 2. It becomes a 1-cost and it's 15k, so it's great to have that body on the field. And when it gets played, your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost greater than their current energy for the turn, unless they choose 2 cards in their hand and place them at the bottom of the deck in any order. Right now, at this point in the game, we're seeing a lot of big battle cards coming down for really cheap, so this card can shut down opponents' turns, which is what blue wants to do. Bardock, Great Ape Assault, to 5-drop, 2 specified blue, 20k, double strike blocker, EX Evolve for 2 blue over a blue Bardock with an energy cost of 2 or more, so only itself in this deck. I really like this card. I haven't really used it much since it's come out, but I've always wanted to include it in my blue decks. It's a Saiyan that we're able to pitch from our leader. And get the effect on the unawakened side, but also, just a card that we want to charge and we want to get those effects from this card with the permanent. When using this card's evolve skill from your hand, you can choose battle cards from your energy and play this card in active mode. So we're able to charge 1, and then if we have another one in hand, we can pay 2 and evolve over the one in the energy. And if your leader is a blue Saiyan card, when a card in your energy evolves into this card, draw 1 card, and then at the end of the turn, switch to this card, the active mode, and place the top card of your deck in your energy in rest mode. So we're going to get that 20k double strike attack, and then this card will restand and have the block available as well. Son Goku Calamity Challenger, Deflect Blocker, it's a 4 cost, 2 specified blue, 15k. Activate main for 1 blue energy. If your leader card is a blue Saiyan card, and you have 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand and draw 1. Really strong, being able to play this for free, replace itself, and have the attack or the blocker available. Activate main limit 1, so Spirit Boost 1 for 2 blue energy, and it's if your leader is a blue Trunks youth card, so not relevant in this deck. We've got Sensu Bean, 1 energy, activate battle, choose 1 of your cards, it gains plus 5,000 power for the turn, and then choose 2 of your energy and switch to active mode. Absolute blue staple. Dimension Magic, another staple, negate the attack, and then restand 2 blue energy. And we've got the permanent Sparking 5 of being able to take the life and activate the counter without paying its energy cost. Baby Golden Avenger, an incredible counter, but also a counter play for this deck. It's 5-drop, 5 specified blue. If we're going for game, essentially, we want to be playing this. Unique, triple strike, 30k. Counterplay, play this card, and if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 7 or less, it's returned to the owner's hand instead of being played. And then we've got the counter, negate the counter skill and play this card. And when it gets played, draw 1, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. SCR for the deck, Baby Hachiyak, Saiyan Destroyer, 40k counter attack. If you have 3 or more energy, negate and play this card, your opponent can't attack for the turn. When it gets removed, it's removed from the game. And if your leader's mono blue, you can activate this card's counter by pitching a card to the drop area instead of paying its energy cost. Incredible SCR at shutting down turns. Super Saiyan Cabba Proud Zenith, a 5-drop, 1 specified blue, 19k, unique dual attack blocker. When this card is played, you get to choose 1. If it's your turn, you get to draw 2 cards. And if it's your opponent's turn, place up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck, and then switch up to 1 of your blue energy to active mode. And at the end of the turn, we get to switch this card to active mode. And we can play it with the activate main / battle for 1 blue and 2 generic energy. If there are a total of 3 or more blue and or yellow cards in your battle area and or combo area, play this card from your hand. So it ties in really well with the leader's activate battle effect of being able to pitch, place X amount of cards from underneath the leader into the drop area. If we discard any of these 5 cards, we're going to be able to combo with them as well. And if we've got any battle cards in the field and things like that, we can pay the 3 energy to play this card. We'll have some more energy available as well since we untap 1 and potentially an extra 1 with the leader's effect. So we're then able to play this on our turn and then draw 2 more cards and get a 19k dual attack and things like that that restands and have the blocker available. When you combine that with some of the other effects that we have in this deck, the Boo being able to untap 1 and the Raditz being the double blocker and things like that, it can be quite difficult for our opponent to deal with all these different cards. Child's Army Reinforcement, counter attack. If your leader is mono blue, negate the attack, then play 1 Child's Army token with 10,000 power and it gains blocker for the turn. If your life's 5 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding 1 card from your life to your hand instead of paying its energy cost. And then we've got the God Sealing Technique, the counterplay. You can't activate counterplay skills on other cards for the turn, and you may discard this card from your hand. If you do, the battle card being played is returned to its owner's hand instead if you don't play this card. And then the permanent, if you have a blue unison with 2 or more markers, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. But a really cool kind of deck of being able to combine all of the Saiyans from the movie. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Battle of the Gods, to get a similar effect of powering up our Goku to God level, and all working together as a team to beat our enemy. But a lot of great blue cards at this point. You know, you can play around with a couple of them. I've decided to include Bardock because it's a card that I enjoy playing, although it hasn't seen much play, similar to the Raditz and things like that. But let me know in the comments if there's any cards that you think are better suited for the deck and that you change around or that I've missed. And if you enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for our future deck ideas and other videos. We've got a case analysis coming out for Realm of the Gods. We've also released a video with a bit of info for set 18, so not the next set coming out, but the one after. So if you're interested in any of those videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check them out if they're out already and you're watching this into the future. But we'll see you next time.